We're going to go to line number 1. We're speaking with Liberal MHA for Mount Pearl South.
Yes, sir.
Paul Lane, how you doing?
I'm great, Jonathan. How are you doing, mate?
Not too bad, sir. Not too bad. Did you hear my idea?
No, I'm sorry I didn't.
Okay, here we go. In the interest of saving money, if everything is on the table, Mr. Lane, if everything is on the table for budget cuts, etc., instead of going through the process of a commission, which, to redraw electoral boundaries, which will report to an unelected minister anyway, why not go to the Newfoundland Chocolate Company and ask them to create 48 chocolate bars with the name of each member of the House of Assembly on their individual bar. And at the end of a 60-day or 90-day period, the last remaining 10, the 10 that sell the least amount of chocolate bars, they just get cut. What do you think?
Well, that's definitely thinking outside the box.
And outside the wrapper, or inside the wrapper.
Or inside the wrapper, yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what, Jonathan, it's actually a very, I appreciate the humor, but it actually is a very serious issue and one that certainly I take seriously.
Well, you know my opinion on it if you've been listening to my show over the past 5 days. It's a very serious issue, you're right, so please go ahead.
Yeah. No doubt. Jonathan, I did want to touch on it, but before I do, I just want to say that I had the opportunity, obviously, to be in the House of Assembly today, and I saw something happen today that was, since my time, was, pretty rare, and it was refreshing. Where we saw a situation where all members of the House, decided that they were going to take the partisanship out of it, and they were actually going to make a decision for the people and put people as the prime focus and not politics. And I just want to say that I think it was great to see that happen. I want to certainly acknowledge Jerry Rogers for bringing this very important issue of mental health and of having an all-party committee formed to deal with it. I want to thank her for bringing forth the motion and for speaking to it with such passion, and certainly to all members who, at the end of the day, put politics aside and agreed to form an all-party committee to deal with the very, very serious issue of mental health. And Jonathan, as we know, this is something that affects us all. It affects all communities. It's not unique to Mount Pearl or St. John's. It happens in communities all throughout the province, all throughout Labrador. It does not discriminate by age. It does not discriminate by wealth.
No, it doesn't, but it does. What is discriminatory is the addressing of the issue requires money, and we seem to be out of it. Paul, I'm just going to give you fair warning. We do have one more call we're going to fit in before the end of the show. Gary wants to talk about crime, so we have 5 minutes, so I'm going to split it between the two of you. So if we talk about the fact that we are at a loss for money in this province, how are we going to address all of the issues that both parties are promising to fix if they are elected or if they maintain the government? In other words, if the PCs win, they're promising the moon, and if the Liberals win, there are a great deal of promises and or problems that have to be addressed. We're broke. What do we do?
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt, Jonathan, that we find ourselves at this point in time in a challenging time in terms of finances, and I think we all understand that. But I mean, in terms of this particular issue, this here, what happened today in the House of Assembly, this is about all parties, like I said, coming together, forming an all-party committee to be able to go out together and collectively to meet with all the experts, to hold consultations, to speak to people who are impacted by people in the field, by all the experts, and perhaps come up with solutions and better ways of doing things. And it's not always about spending more money. Sometimes it's about taking the money that you have or the resources you have and allocating them more wisely, putting them in different areas where it can make a difference. And, we're not experts as politicians. We're elected by the people, basically to represent them and to try to, come up with solutions. But we have to rely on experts in the field and people, and we have to listen to people. And I think that this is an opportunity now for all parties to be able to do that, to get input from people who are in the know, and to try to help solve this issue, or at least mitigate against some of what's happening in our communities. And that's not always about throwing money at it. Like I said, sometimes it's just about taking different approaches and doing things better. And we're certainly committed to doing that.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. I want to pick a brain about that at a later date, but now we're going to go to our last call of the night. Listen, you have a good night, and think about this chocolate bar idea.
I will indeed.
All right.
Okay.
Take it to your caucus. Bye-bye.
All right, buddy. Bye.